Listen, man, I don't care that he had one of his highest completion percentages of the year. I do not care that he had some 285 yards worth of passing yesterday. Caleb Williams was terrible. He was horrible. And for the first time in his career, I can honestly sit here and tell you that he was the reason why the Bears did not win against the Ravens yesterday. Welcome back to Bears Yard. This your boy Vipe. This video is just gonna be me talking straight from the heart. No highlights, no clips, no nothing. It's just me. Caleb Williams was terrible yesterday. And I just highlighted all the things that, happened in the game in the intro. He went, I think, 25 for 38, had a 285-yard pass and did that, had an interception and all of that jazz. So statistically, it was a great game for him. Or not great. It was a good game for him. Decent, I shouldn't say, even though he did have the interception. But make no mistake, Caleb Williams was terrible, and I would say that he was probably the main reason why the Bears lost yesterday. Now, I'm not putting this loss on the defense. We were out our top four corners, and people were getting injured left and right yesterday. It seems like we lost Dom Rob for a few weeks. We lost Shamar Turner for the year with a torn ACL. It was just bad defensively. We were dealing with backups and different things of that nature. So I'm not blaming the defense. I am blaming Caleb Williams and the offense too, because these pre-snap penalties, man, they keep rearing their head. We lead the league in false starts. How? Somebody please explain to me how we lead the league in false starts. How do you not know that you sit there until the ball is snapped and then you go? You've only been doing it since training camp. And the sad thing is, we have been talking about these pre-snap penalties since training camp. We are in week 8 of the regular season, and we are still false starting. Make it make sense, fam. Make it make sense. But there are particular instances in yesterday's game that really got me upset with Caleb Williams. 2 intentional groundings. Now, I will give you this. The second intentional grounding, I don't think that's as much as his fault as it was whoever was supposed to be over there. I think people said it was Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland probably was supposed to run an out route and would have been in the area had he did what he was supposed to do. So I think there was a miscommunication there where Caleb threw the ball where he thought somebody would be, and they weren't there, and it was an intentional grounding. The first one was just, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Then he throws the interception when he's backed up in his own end zone. You can't do that. You can't do it. You can't have it, fam. And then at the end of the first half, when he what was the end of the first half? When he goes on that long run, right? He breaks off for that long, 22-yard run or whatever the case may be. And he slides before he gets out of bounds. Bro, we had one timeout or whatever, 2 timeouts. Why are you not going out of bounds? You have more than enough room to get out of bounds without sliding. But I think he was trying to protect himself, so he slid before he got out of bounds. No, man. Get out of bounds. Where's your situational awareness at? Come on, my guy. You got to be better than this. You're the quarterback. You are the leader of the offense. You got to know what's going on in the football game at all times. And you should have known that you should have got out of bounds before you slid out of there. Absolutely unacceptable by Caleb Williams on that one. And then the end of the game. What was that whole sequence? You go try to do a quarterback sneak. That got crushed. And then you take your sweet time getting back up to the line, even though you're down 2 scores. And then you're on 4th down and you completely miss DJ Moore in the back of the end zone. Although some people were saying that might have been DJ Moore's fault because he didn't run the route completely. Could have been, I don't know. But ultimately, all of these offensive failures fall at the feet of the quarterback. Because again, he is the leader of the offense. If you don't have these dudes in line and knowing where they're supposed to be and different things like that, ultimately that comes back on Caleb. Now, listen, I know I'm dog piling on Caleb Williams today, but I am not out on Caleb Williams. I still feel like he is the Bears quarterback of the future. But I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat what I saw yesterday. That was a terrible game by Caleb Williams because he did things that literally cost the Bears the game. It's one thing if you have a bad game, and the Bears still win. I can work with that. But when your actions directly correlate with us losing the game, that's when it becomes a problem. And he hasn't been playing well lately anyway. It seems like after the bye, his play is taking a nosedive. So I'm not sure what's going on with Caleb Williams. I hope he can fix it somehow. I hope him and Ben can sit down and have a serious heart-to-heart about what's going on because this can't continue, man. I know you're on your second head coach, your second offensive system, or whatever the case may be. I get all that. Basically, this is the rookie year for you. But you are not a rookie. That was your 24th start yesterday. Like, we need to see some type of growth, improvement. And he has in some areas. I'm not saying that he hasn't. But it seems like lately he's been regressing more than progressing. And it's really bad when you look at him peering around the league like Drake May, who is tearing it up, and Jaden Daniels, who, you know, he did what he did last year, and different things like that. And it's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look. Like, what is going on? Now, what I won't do is be like, oh, I wish we had Drake May. Oh, I wish we had Jaden Daniels. Absolutely not. I want Caleb Williams, and everybody who talk about the Bears drafted the quarterback, shut up. Just shut up, man. Just shut the hell up. If we went back in time and did it again, everybody knows who the number one pick was back in 2024. Any GM worth his brain would have picked Caleb Williams in the same spot. What are we doing here? Like, stop it. Ridiculous. But Caleb Williams has to play better. Like, I don't know what's going on. I feel like Ben Johnson didn't put him in the best position yesterday either. So some of that was on Ben Johnson in the play calling. But mostly it was on Caleb Williams and his inability to, you know, get his feet set, get his rhythm set, and, you know, put the Bears in position to win the game. You got outplayed, Caleb, by a backup quarterback. Ty Huntley? Really? You are the number one overall pick. You are the generational talent, and you're out here getting played by a guy coming off the practice squad. Bro, what are we doing out here? How? Say it ain't so, Caleb. Say it ain't so. But again, it's week 8. We had a half a season to go. I am not out on Caleb Williams. If Justin Fields can get 3 years to prove himself, so can Caleb Williams. But, man, yesterday did not give me any confidence at all in his development. But I'm going to, you know, sit back. I'm going to let the rest of the season play out. We'll keep making these videos, and I will be critiquing him week by week. When he does good, I will say, hell, he had a good game. But when he does bad like yesterday, I will be front and telling you he was bad. But let me know your thoughts. How are you feeling about Caleb Williams right now? Drop a comment and subscribe to The Yard for all things Chicago Bears.